Hello and welcome to Bold Prediction Wrestling. I am joined by the new slash still Bold Prediction Wrestling champion. It's Ryan.
You might as well have me writing for Simpsons because I am a clean sweep.
So you were co-champion going into the Royal Rumble, and now you're sole champion with a clean sweep. You got every single match correct.
I know.
Can we have a bit of a speech?
I would like to take this opportunity to tell Ryan Taylor to lick my ass because I am now the new king of the predictions, and my reign is going to be historical.
He's going to lose it in 4 weeks at the Elimination Chamber, but we'll ignore that.
More than likely.
So we only had 6 matches, but it was a decent show.
Mad, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it. What did you think of the show, like in general?
Yeah, it's probably one of the best pay-per-views I've seen out like the past year and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's the best WWE pay-per-view of the year so far.
Yeah, I'd say so, 100%. Best of the COVID era, I'd say.
I was going to say 3 January, so of course it's the best of the year so far.
Yeah.
So on the pre-show, we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeating Charlotte Flair and Asuka to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships for the second time in their career, with an assist from Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. What did you think of this? Did you think anything of it, or?
It was a good match. I think having Lacey Evans cost Charlotte furthers their story, and yeah, it was all right, to be honest. I can see why they put it on the pre-show because, would we want that on the main show? Probably not, but no. It was all right.
Yeah, so Rick comes out halfway through the match. Lacey gets a cheap shot on Charlotte. Then Rick gives Charlotte like a knuckle duster or something. Lacey a knuckle duster or something. She women's right, and then they pick it up. So we've got new tag champs. Very straightforward, really. There's not really much to say about that, especially with it being on the pay-per-view, on the pre-show. Then we kick off the main show with WWE champion Drew McIntyre defeating Goldberg.
Ooh.
Now, I thought his reign was over. I'm not gonna lie. 3 spears and a jackhammer. I was
madness.
like, that's it. I did not see Drew kicking out. Drew hit 2 claymores and won the match. It was very, very quick, as you expect for a Goldberg match.
Yeah.
Show of respect afterwards. Anything to add?
Yeah. It was probably the most tense match of the night. I was on the edge of my seat because I was so confident Drew would win. And then when the third spear hit, I thought, shit, not again. Well, thankfully he didn't. I did like the way they started it for Goldberg matches. They sort of knew what they were getting themselves into. So they sort of, with the attacks at the start for the spear, they thought, it worked well, to be fair, for a Goldberg match. And the respect at the end were a nice touch. But I did really think he was going to win.
The ref wasn't looking before the bell rang. So Drew hit him with a Glasgow Kiss and then hit him with a spear, which was interesting. Then Goldberg hit Drew with a spear through the barricade. And like you said, all this happened before the match even started. The match itself was only about 3 minutes. But yeah.
Terrible match. But...
I'm glad that Drew retained. I really am glad that Drew retained.
Yeah. 100%.
Up next, SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks retains against Carmella. Yeah, this was, again, Carmella, she's improved so much.
Oh, yeah.
She just keeps getting better and better.
The best match that I've seen.
Yeah, I'd say this is better than the TLC one.
Yeah.
Reginald gets kicked out of ringside for getting involved, even though he didn't get involved. So
that's pretty weird.
I was kind of like, what's going on there? Like we're flying through these matches, but there's not really much to say because it's like all about the Rumble, isn't it? Do you have anything to add about this match?
No, I thought Carmella's best match of her career so far. I'd say really good showing. She's improved miles. Really,
she hasn't she? It's brilliant. So then we have the Women's Royal Rumble match, and I think what we're going to do here is we're going to talk rather than go through the whole match and then talk about it. We'll go through it bit by bit and break it down.
Yeah.
So we start off with Bayley and Naomi. Naomi returning, the same as she did at the Rumble last year. What did you think about Naomi and Bayley 1 and 2? Anything?
Yeah, we're all right. Nice surprise with Naomi. Pretty good.
And then number 3 comes out, and it's Bianca Belair, who you both Ryans had predicted to win the match. And they'd also
Bianca
predicted
Belair.
Edge. So I was like, there's no way you're getting number 1 and 2 and 3. Bianca
It's
Belair,
the clean slate, baby.
yes, Bianca Belair comes out at number 3, lasts 56 minutes and 52 seconds, and actually wins the match. She eliminated Bailey, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Natalia. So she got 4 more eliminations, sorry, because I can't count. Bianca Belair, what a performance.
Oh, yeah.
She was so good. We'll get to
top level.
We'll get to the end of the match in a bit, but that was amazing by Bianca Belair. Number 4, possibly my favorite entrant in the Rumble, Billie Kay.
No, yeah, that was pretty funny.
She comes out with a headshot, goes and stands on commentary, and then for the next 2 or 3 people that come out, she tries to recruit them to help her. Obviously, we'll get to that in a minute. So Shotzi Blackheart comes out next in a tank. Billie Kay obviously goes up to her with a headshot, and she gets shot. She gets shot by the tank. Shotzi Blackheart didn't eliminate anybody. Number 6 was Shayna Baszler, who, again, Billie Kay tried to recruit. Shayna kind of beat her up. Shayna went on to get 6 eliminations.
Jeez.
She lasted 41 minutes and 46 seconds before being eliminated by her tag team partner later in the match.
Oh, yeah.
If there's anything you want to add, just stop me as I'm like...
Yeah.
Number 7...
Oh, wait, are you doing all like 1 to 30?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Number 7 was Toni Storm. Again, Billie Kay went to recruit her. Toni Storm was like, no. And then number 8, Jillian Hall.
Yeah, bit of a...
Do you know who that is?
I didn't really know I didn't know what she looked like, but I'd heard the name. But I don't think she was like a main player, was she?
I'd never even heard the name. So I messaged my mate. I was like, quick question, who? And I read out his response because that's all I've really got to go off. She used to be a GM, thinks that she can sing, but she's terrible. She can really. Had a massive growth on her face and the boogeyman ate it. So
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling.
So Billie Kay
oh my God.
obviously goes and asks her to team up. Billie and Jilly. She says yes, so they start teaming up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That
I did enjoy that, to be fair. Number 9 was Ruby Riott, who obviously Billie Kay's been trying to befriend recently, be part of the Riott Squad. Number 10, Victoria. What did you...
Yeah, that was quite nice to see.
What did you think of that?
Yeah, I had a pop. It was quite nice to see her back. And she had like a good showing, I think, as well, didn't she, to be honest? She did pretty well.
She lasted 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Quite a few.
Yeah,
7
minutes, yeah.
Oh, she didn't do as well as I thought then.
No, I know. I thought she did
like
better.
20 minutes or something like that.
She didn't eliminate anybody either, but I thought she did. But
really?
No, she looked...
Yeah, I did like the way she got eliminated with Baszler, like got in like the headlock. Yeah. Over the ropes like that. Pretty cool. That nice way to see elimination.
It was Victoria's one of them that I've heard of but not actually seen before, so that was my first showing of her.
Oh, really?
Number 11, iconic reunion. Out comes Peyton Royce. I
thought they were going to let Billie wait till Peyton came out, and then they could.
That would have been.
What I mean? I thought they were doing.
That'd have been so amazing. But we did get an iconic reunion in the ring, and then Billie Kay's sort of like, well, we've split up, and I kind of want to be with the Riott Squad. And Peyton's like, what? Number 12 was Santana Garrett from NXT. I don't really know much about her, do you?
No, I didn't know it was, to be honest.
And then number 13 was Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott eventually eliminate Billie Kay. Peyton Royce is screaming in the background. Peyton Royce then eliminates Liv Morgan. It's the Riott Squad and the Iconics. What you don't expect them to go and win, do you? And then number 14, someone that I'd put a bet on to win the whole Rumble, Rhea Ripley.
I mean, she did pretty well.
She lasted 39 minutes and 6 seconds.
Jesus.
She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eliminations, including
Fair
a
play.
pretty big one that I'll get to in a bit. So that was number 14. Number 15 was Charlotte Flair. So two big names after each other. Obviously, Charlotte Flair came third, got eliminated to the runner-up and the winner. Number 16, Dana Brooke. I don't really have anything to add there, do you?
No.
17,
No,
Tori
mate.
Wilson. Anything to add?
Quite nice to see Tori.
Yeah, again, it's I've seen
Yeah.
her one-off, but nothing serious.
It's like the only problem is with these women's ones is that it sort of feels like it's the same surprises each year, sort of thing, because there's not that many of them.
I like the Victoria one this year
Yeah.
because I hadn't seen her before, and the Gillian, I hadn't seen her before, so them two were nice. They were something new. Number 18, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair's
That's
music
pretty cool,
hits,
that.
and I'm sat there like, what? And then I was like, oh yeah, of course. And then Lacey Evans comes out with the robe that Charlotte wore to the ring. Lacey Evans lasts 19 minutes and 21 seconds, which is a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
She eliminates number 19, who's Mickey James. Anything to tell about Mickey James?
I like Mickey James. Glad she's got a bit of a showing. Did she return a few months ago, or is that just me?
She's been there. She's been there for ages. She's still with the company, but I think she was injured. She was there for Legends Night.
Yeah, I thought
she's
so,
still on the roster. Number 20, Nikki Cross. Again, not really much to say there, have you?
Yeah.
Number 21.
Nah.
Number 21.
21.
The person who I got in the sweepstake. Number 21. Alicia Fox. Comes out, followed by R-Truth, who says he's in the wrong Rumble. She pins R-Truth because 24/7 champion in the Rumble. So
I like that.
At least that was something.
That's pretty funny.
She lasted 1 minute and 48 seconds before being eliminated by number 22, Mandy Rose. Anything to add about Mandy Rose? No, I haven't got anything either.
Not really.
23,
Not really.
Dakota Kai. I haven't got anything to add there, have you?
No, I can't remember seeing her, to be honest.
She lasted 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So
probably why then.
24, Carmella.
Yeah, nice to see.
We'd already seen her obviously once to the show. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is, isn't it? Number 25.
You gotta fill those slots.
Yeah. Number 25, there's no one meaner than Tamina.
Tamina.
Tamina gets eliminated by Shayna Baszler and Nia
Jax,
Jax. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Tamina lasted 8 minutes and 31 seconds, which is a lot longer than I thought she did.
Yeah.
Number 26, we had a returning Lana.
Hey.
We'll talk more about Lana in a bit. Yeah. Number 27, Alexa Bliss lasted 1 minute and 2 seconds. Go on.
It's so I didn't mind that because I had in my mind that she'd come back when it was the final two and get revenge. So I didn't mind that she got eliminated that fast. It was weird how they started like this possession thing, and then they just stopped it and threw her out, which was a bit off the cuff and a bit whoa.
It was sort of like
weird. Why did they do that?
It was sort of like Rhea Ripley's seen Raw and saw Alexa Bliss turn, and that was like, get out of here! I hate dealing with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1 minute and 2 seconds for the second favorite.
A waste.
For the past month, she's been like second favorite to win, and she lasted a minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rhea Ripley eliminating her, like we just said. Rhea Ripley flipping dominant. Number 28, Ember Moon, lasted a minute and 51. Again, not really much to say there.
Yeah.
Number 29.
Probably deserved a better showing.
Yeah. Number 29, Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Now, I'm confused because it says that two people. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So Nia Jax comes in at number 29, eliminates Naomi, Shayna Baszler, Tamina, Ember Moon, and then gets eliminated by Lana, which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lana lasted 9 minutes and 58 seconds. Nia Jax lasted 2 minutes and 44. That's shocking. And then number 30 was Natalia, who lasted 2 minutes. So the final four were Natalia, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Natalia goes out, and then Bianca and Shayna work to eliminate Charlotte. They're both sat there on the apron, and I'm like you said, you wait for them to just jump off.
I thought they were just going to jump. Yeah.
And I'm sort of like...
well weird.
So it was my prediction and the person I put money on versus your prediction. It was basically me versus you two.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like so many false finishes either side. I loved it. Eventually, Bianca Belair did win.
Great.
Bianca Belair obviously eliminated Bayley, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Natalia. So I think she lasted 56 minutes and 52 seconds. She won from the number 3 spot. Fair play, Bianca.
Yeah.
I think she eliminated.
Well deserved.
Who was it she eliminated? She might have eliminated or thrown over Naomi, and Naomi sort of like grabbed onto her hair to get back in the ring. That was
she nearly went, didn't she?
Yeah, and then they're both there, like 1, 2, 3, trying to pull themselves back up. I thought that was quite a cool spot. I think Rhea Ripley got the so the Iron Woman obviously goes to Bianca. Most eliminations goes to Rhea Ripley with Toni Storm, Santana Garrett, Charlotte Flair, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Dakota Kai, and Alexa Bliss. So she gets 7 eliminations. Correct final 2, I'd say. What do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Was there anything that I haven't mentioned about the Women's Rumble that you want to talk about?
I think we pretty much covered all bases. We mentioned Alexa Bliss. That was just a waste. A full waste. So stupid. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, none of it makes sense. Even what's going to happen now is the Fiend and Alexa going to come for Rhea. It's what you know what I mean? I just don't get it.
No, I don't. I think we're going to have to wait and see what happens with this going forward. I think that Rhea Ripley has been... It's obviously not confirmed, but I think that Rhea Ripley is coming to the main roster now. I think she's done in NXT. So might see her on Raw tonight to confront Alexa or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, are we done with the Women's Rumble?
Yeah. It was a great match, to be fair.
It was... I know there's only been 4, but it was my favourite Women's Rumble. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed all of it. Billie Kay was obviously a highlight at the start. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair highlights. Lana eliminating Nia. There was a lot of good in there. I really enjoyed it. Obviously,
I think
the Bliss, but we ignore that.
Yeah. I think there were more going on in the women's one story-wise than there was in the men's, because the men's were more like just a match, whereas the women's, they were telling like multiple stories at once, sort of thing.
Yeah. I can't stop thinking about that Billie Kay bit. She's just amazing, isn't she? She's just the best.
She's great, to be fair.
Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeats Kevin Owens in a last man standing match.
What a match, man! What a match!
Go on, I'll let you. I'll let you have the floor for a bit. You can tell us your thoughts on it.
I know. We've just entered February, right? But that is 100% in the category for match of the year for me. He was just fucking wet from the get go. It was just fast paced. And the crazy spots, the one where he did the swanton thing off the top of that forklift when it were raised up. Yeah, that is, Jesus Christ. Like, mad respect for both of them. And obviously you had Paul Heyman, who don't know how to unlock a set of handcuffs, which was so awkward because you caught on camera, the ref looked, he stopped his count and just watched Roman see if he were getting up, and then they just left it. It was just, the
ref got to 6.
It was a great match.
The ref got to 6, and you see Paul Heyman, and he's there for like another minute, 2 minutes, just trying to unhook him.
He keeps moving, doesn't he, from side to side to try and get him.
And then eventually Roman manages to like sit up while still locked in, so he's technically on his feet. I don't usually like last man standing matches. I think that usually it's all about, obviously it is, but it's all about the ending. And there's a lot of, in last man standing matches, there's a lot of false finishes that I don't really fall for. But in this, I thought there was quite a few. Like that swanton. I was like, okay, there's potential here for this to be the end of the match sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did think for a second, a couple of times, that Kevin Owens might have had it. Obviously, in the end, Roman Reigns won. No Usos got involved, which was interesting.
No, yeah.
Jey Uso
Yeah.
wasn't on the show at all. Obviously, he was announced for the Rumble, but then didn't appear. Anything to add about that?
Yeah, how did Paul Heyman get the key to the handcuffs? That baffles me. Because they weren't his handcuffs, were they? I think Kevin
No.
Owens brought the handcuffs in. So that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, fair enough. I hadn't really thought
Pretty
about
weird,
that.
isn't it? I thought he had like a wire picker at first. But then Cole was like, oh, he's got the key.
I just
Like,
pictured him
what?
having like not scissors, but something to cut it.
Yeah.
Rather
Might have
than
been a
just
lot easier for him in the end game.
shocking. It was so bad. Oh, he was on his death for like 2 minutes trying to undo it. I'm like, this is a bit awkward, this. But no, all in all, I enjoyed the match.
Oh, that as well, the golf cart straight through that.
How did I forget to mention that?
Was that?
I did not see that coming.
No,
You just see Kevin Owens like just walking around, and then all of a sudden he gets hit by a golf cart. I'm like, whoa! Shades of when AEW did it last year.
Sammy Guevara.
But this, I just did not see this coming.
Yeah.
It just flipping amazing.
So
did
good.
you see? So after that, Owens gets beaten up by Reigns, and Owens throws like a piece of paper at Roman's head or something. It was
yeah.
Just after that, as they were walking back to the main arena, the Miz's Money in the Bank briefcase. Did you see that?
I was gonna put something in the chat when I saw it.
I was like, interesting. That's just sort of like teasing him by doing that. That's good. Speaking of the Miz, obviously we had Bad Bunny performing with
the worst performers they've ever had, and they've had some stinkers, but this was the worst.
Booker T just standing there like that, or however it was he was standing.
It was so awkward and so stupid. Nobody it pissed me off so much because it wasn't even a good song. It were awful. Hey, is it Booker T? Hey, is it? That's all he was saying. I hated it. I proper hated it.
Then we go backstage, and Miz and Morrison are trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do with Bad Bunny. They were trying to do something.
I think Miz is trying to get a collab, wasn't he?
Is that what it was? Right.
Yeah, I think so.
And then he's like slagging off Booker T, and then Booker T standing right behind him.
And John Morrison was so funny there. He's like, I didn't say it, and he just leaves.
It's like, Mike. Anything else you want to mention before we go into the main event?
No, not really. How bad that Bad Bunny thing. It really annoyed me watching it.
I feel like we've covered. I feel like we've covered the show quite quickly, but there's not really
only 6 matches though.
Yeah, exactly. There's not much, but there is at the same time. So we get into the men's Royal Rumble match. Obviously, we knew number 1 and 2 was going to be Randy Orton and Edge. Edge comes out first. Did you notice though?
Just to cut you off.
Yeah.
Orton on backstage. Orton was announced as the number 1 entrance.
Yeah.
And Edge number 2, but they just switched.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because it was Orton then Edge, but then Edge came out first. I was like, okay, they must just want something to do with history or something like that, probably. So Edge comes out number 1. Randy Orton comes out number 2. Edge obviously goes all the way from number 1 and wins. He gets 3 eliminations on big names. Lasts 58 minutes and 28 seconds, so just under an hour. Obviously they brawl, and Randy sort of gets killed. He gets injured very early on and gets took to the back.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn teams up with Randy Orton to keep killing Edge. Number 4 was Mustafa Ali. Obviously, he gets involved as well. So you've got all the heels against Edge. Anything to add about Sami Zayn or Mustafa Ali's performance?
I think Ali were pretty cool when he went. They were both he would be really brutal, and Orton was like egging him on, and they're like that sort of Orton sort of acknowledged he's sort of crazy though. And what did Orton were lashing out at? So Sami was like, "What do you? I like you, and then what were he saying though? I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he was proper giving him compliments, but shouting at his face.
I like your fire or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 times, didn't he? Like, I like your fire. Madness.
Number 5, Jeff Hardy, obviously runs in, gets eliminated within 3 minutes and 25 seconds to number
Jesus.
6, who was Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, man, fuck off, Ziggler. Do
Okay.
not like Dolph Ziggler.
Number 7, Shinsuke Nakamura, lasts
Yeah.
22 minutes, which isn't bad. He did all right.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to add about it, really.
Disappointing. I think King Corbin that got rid of him, wasn't it?
It was King Corbin, yeah.
Pretty disappointing, to be fair.
Number 8, the return of Carlito.
Oh, I loved it. He's got jacked as
he
well, man. He's
looks
massive
like-
now.
I know, right?
Massive.
Do you think we'll see him? Well, do you think we'll see him on Raw tonight? And do you think we'll see him going into Mania season?
Yeah, I think they'll do what they did with MVP. They'll re-sign him. I
Because
think they need
MVP was meant to just be like a one-off,
to. Yeah.
and then he had that match with Ray, and that was meant to be it. And then they brought him back, and then he was
Yeah,
like,
kept
"Okay,
bringing
this
him
is
back,
crazy."
didn't he?
Yeah.
I think as well, the only reason they didn't have him spit the apple is obviously because of COVID. Because I thought, I'll wait for him to do it, and I thought, nah, they can't have him doing
No,
that.
they can't be doing that. Number 9 was Xavier Woods. Obviously, went face to face with Mustafa Ali. Only lasted 3 minutes and 42 seconds before being eliminated by Ali. But number
Was
10
that it?
came to
Bloody
join him, who was Big E. Nice seeing these
Yeah.
two back together. Do you want to make a comment on their attire and Kofi
Oh, it
backstage?
dedicated to Brody Lee, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, pretty
Yeah, I thought
cool.
it was
I
amazing.
dug that a lot, to be fair. That was pretty nice.
yeah, I did think that was really good, to be fair. Big E got 1, 2, 3, 4 eliminations. Lasted just
Ah.
under half an hour, so we did last quite a bit. I was gutted when he got eliminated, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Number 11, John Morrison.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
there's
We'll
not
get.
much to say, is there?
I want to talk more about Morrison when we get to the Miz.
Yeah.
Number 12. Now this annoyed me, right? Ricochet.
All right.
He lost his qualifying match to AJ
Oh, that completely slipped my mind. Yeah.
because AJ beat Drew Gulak, Ricochet,
Yeah.
and R-Truth to prevent him from entering. And then number 12, he just comes in anyway.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Just shows how continuity don't exist in the right
Yeah.
team.
Number 13
That's
is Elias, who eliminates
Yeah.
Carlito. Elias lasts 2 minutes and 30 seconds before being eliminated by number 14, NXT's / now main roster, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, yeah.
Do you know much about Damian Priest?
I don't know, but I did hear any like a sort of similar character to how Baron Corbin was, like the lone wolf sort of guy. But he's pretty cool, to be fair.
What did you think of him in this match? Like, if this is your first, more or
I
less
think he had-
first thing.
He had a good showing to it. He eliminated Kane, didn't he, as well?
He eliminated John Morrison, Elias, The Miz, and Kane.
Really good showing, to be fair.
And he lasted 15 minutes and 34 seconds before being eliminated by Bobby Lashley. But
Not
yeah, he
bad.
eliminates John Morrison and number 15, The Miz. And then Bad Bunny comes down and
Oh.
Damian Priest eggs him on to jump off. Yeah, it is.
I
it's
sort of expected Booker T to come out as an next entrant to
yeah,
that
and me.
and get Miz back for chatting shite, but you know, they didn't do it.
Number 16, Riddle.
I was actually annoyed that he did pretty well. He lasted like the final 5, and that annoyed me.
He lasted 31 minutes and 17
Yeah.
seconds.
I was not a fan of that.
I'm on WWE's WWE.com. This is where I'm reading up all the entrances and how long they lasted or whatever. Number 17, Daniel Bryan. They put an M instead of an N, and it's really bothering me just looking at it. Daniel Bryan helps eliminate Bobby Lashley before getting eliminated by Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan lasted 28 minutes and 50 seconds. He was my pick to win. Yeah. What do you think about Daniel Bryan's performance?
I think it was pretty good, to be fair. To say that he was one of the runner-ups or like to win it, I was a bit disappointed that he'd gone, but I needed him to go so I could win. So
I kind of forgot. Excuse me. I kind of forgot he was in the match for a bit of it because he didn't really do anything, did he?
yeah.
Speaking of
Wasn't his best
him
performance.
not doing stuff, number 18, Kane. We had a Team Hell No reunion, which was
yeah,
brilliant. Kane coming in, eliminating Dolph Ziggler and Ricochet. Obviously, it's another 2 to add to his thing. I think he's up to a total of 44 overall now.
I think 40. Is it 45? I think it might be 45.
Okay,
I think he had
44,
43,
45.
didn't he? But
Before being
he's
eliminated
done a
by
madness.
before being eliminated by Damian Priest after 1 minute and 51 seconds.
Yeah.
Which
That was
wasn't in
pretty
there at
shocking,
all.
to be fair.
Yeah, I thought that. Number 19, King Corbin.
Yeah,
Is he only? I thought he lasted longer than that, but apparently he only lasted 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
really?
He eliminated Shinsuke Nakamura and number
Yeah.
20, Otis, who lasted 53 seconds. King Corbin, got eliminated by number 21, Dominic Mysterio.
Did King Corbin, when he came out, was it to his old theme song? Because I thought it really, because he didn't do that King stuff at the start. They just went straight into the I bring the
I think that's
just to cut it down a bit.
yeah. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Because I
'cause
prefer his old theme anyway.
Yeah, me. So Dominic Mysterio lasts 2 minutes, eliminates King Corbin before being eliminated and destroyed by number 22, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley did a madness in this match, to be fair.
Bobby Lashley eliminated Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and number 23. There's a hurricane coming through. I loved it. I kind of thought he was back in 2018, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for the hurricane.
That's why I didn't pop, because I was like, we've seen this. And when he did the double choke slam, he's already done that in 2001. I'm like, nah.
Oh, that's sort of it. I was kind of like,
we've had it.
When he came out, I was like, well, okay, it's Hurricane, but we haven't really seen him.
Yeah. He just did the same spot that he already did.
He gets eliminated by Big E and Bobby Lashley after 30 seconds. And then number 24, I did not see this coming. Christian.
Yeah, that was sick, to be fair. Edge's face as well. That were so
obviously they had a reunion as well, and then Riddle tries to get involved but gets beaten up, which was amazing. So Bobby Lashley gets eliminated by Big E, Christian, Daniel Bryan, and Riddle. So all 4 of them had to team up with that. Christian lasted 18 minutes and 12 seconds before being eliminated by Seth Rollins.
Fair play.
It was nice to see Christian back.
Yeah.
He's always sort of like been there when I've not been watching. So when I started watching end of 2011, he was gone. And then he came back in 2013 when I'd stopped watching.
Yeah.
Michael Cole.
He changed his name, didn't he? To the Kill Switch. They now call it the Unprettier.
Oh, do they?
Because it had the word killing. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I want to go back and mention something else that Michael Cole said. But Michael Cole said that Christian hasn't had a match in, I think he said about 7 years.
Oh yeah.
I was like, did he not have a match last year? I mean, it was unsanctioned or whatever. But excuse me. Number 3, when Sami Zayn comes out, Michael Cole says, number 3 is one of the most unluckiest numbers in the Rumble. Literally, less than an hour ago, Bianca Belair won from number 3. Okay. Number 25, AJ Styles. Lasts 10 minutes before being eliminated by Braun Strowman. He doesn't actually eliminate anybody.
No.
Although Big E did get eliminated by Omos.
Yeah.
Who
so did Rey Mysterio, I think.
Number 26, Rey Mysterio, lasted 3 minutes 47 seconds before being eliminated by Omos as well. So we had 4 numbers left, and we knew who 3 of them were. So number 27, out comes Sheamus. Number 28, out comes Cesaro. We get a quick bar reunion before Cesaro swings in. Sheamus lasted 5 minutes and 56 seconds. Cesaro lasted 4 minutes and 10 seconds before they both got eliminated by Braun Strowman. Number 29, is a returning Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
which was nice to see. Eliminated Riddle, Daniel Bryan, and Christian before being eliminated by Edge.
Christian.
Before being eliminated by Edge after 8 minutes and 48 seconds. And number 30 was Braun Strowman, who eliminated AJ Styles, Sheamus, and Cesaro. Obviously, that's Braun getting another 3 eliminations. I think they're going to try and get Braun to eventually break Kane's record of overall.
Yeah,
He's getting a few every Rumble, isn't he? Even when Brock killed him and Keith Lee last year, Braun still got the elimination as well because he helped eliminate Keith Lee. So yeah, obviously there's more to talk about. What do you think about the whole men's Rumble?
I thought it was all right, to be fair. There weren't a lot of stories in, apart from obviously Edge versus Orton was a story that were in there. I really can't think of anything else. Christian's return for it, but it were a good match. I like Dominic eliminating King Corbin. Remind me of when Maven eliminated the Undertaker in 2002. That sort of like underdog shock sort of thing. But yeah, pretty cool. Quite a few returns, to be fair. We had Carlito, Christian, Kane. I want to say Seth Rollins.
There's a hurricane coming through.
Hurricane, oh my god, yeah. So like 5, that's mad for a Rumble, to be fair.
I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just going to read out how the match ended, according to WWE.com. The field boiled down to Rollins, Strowman, Christian, and Edge, with Christian and Strowman eliminated simultaneously by Rollins, who snuck up from behind to toss them both out. Yeah, because he was hiding, wasn't he, on the outside of the ring?
Yeah.
The Messiah tried to stomp Edge, but the Rated R Superstar step-sided and threw out Rollins, thinking obviously he's won. Orton comes back, RKOs, goes to eliminate him. Obviously, Edge reverses it and gets rid of Randy Orton. So Edge wins the Rumble. Edge and Drew, do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know, because I read something online that they were considering putting Edge against Roman. I think it makes sense to go for Drew because he wants the title that he didn't lose, which was the World One, not the Universal.
Yes.
But even if it were Reigns and Drew, I'd take either, to be fair. I think they'd both be great.
Do you think that Reigns and Drew are both going to be champ going into WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got Elimination Chamber and Fastlane before then. Okay, so Edge versus Drew. I think I agree with that one. So who faces Roman then?
Good, not Bill Goldberg. I'd put. See, I was thinking of Rollins, but both heels, they won't do that. So maybe Bryan. I'd like to see Bryan.
I still want to see Bryan.
One last pop.
Maybe have Bryan win the Chamber or something.
Yeah. I reckon it will be Bryan, if I'm being honest.
Because who else have you got? Big baby faces on
SmackDown.
Obviously, you've got Owens, but they've done that now.
Yeah.
Big E.
It's already been done, yeah. I can't see it.
If they were going to do Big E, they'd have to have Jey Uso cost Big E the Intercontinental Championship to then. But like Big E's got such Cesaro wants some. Sami Zayn wants some. Apollo Crews. Where's Apollo been this week? He's just disappeared all week.
Yeah. Jesus.
That was the men's Royal Rumble match. I enjoyed it. I'm happy with who won. When we came down to the last 5 or so, the 5 entrances, and it was obviously, I knew there was Rey, Sheamus, Cesaro, and Braun coming. Then you had that one extra number, which was obviously Seth. But at the time, I was like, please do not be Goldberg. I was honest. I was dreading it. I was absolutely dreading it. I thought it was going to be Goldberg.
I forgot. I forgot. I thought I think, to be fair.
Every Rumble, I'm sort of like trying to work out in my head, okay, who do we know is coming?
Yeah.
And how many numbers have we got left, sort of thing. So what was your match of the night?
Match of the night. Easy. Reigns and Owens.
I'm going to say the women's Royal Rumble. I've really, really enjoyed that. Like I said, it's the best women's Rumble so far. obviously Charlotte not winning is a bonus. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley were amazing. Billie Kay was amazing. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've seen a few new women who I've not seen before. But yeah, I think that's my match tonight. Overall, as a pay-per-view, what do you reckon?
If I had to give it out of 10, I'd actually go for a 9.5, if I'm being honest. I really enjoyed this year's Rumble. I think it's the best pay-per-view in the COVID era, so to speak, that they've done.
Yeah, I think with the COVID era, the more that it goes on, the more they're getting better. Because obviously, they brought in the Thunderdome, so that's an aspect of it. That chance of this is awesome and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that being piped in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know when Goldberg came out for his match against Drew, would you class Goldberg as a face or a heel?
Face. I'd class it as face versus face. How I saw it.
Yeah, when he came out, all the fans, the audio over the top was all going Goldberg. The Thunderdome, everyone was like, "Boo! Get him out there!" I was like, "This just does not match at all." But it's so
that producer would be having a meltdown at that point.
I know, yeah. So at the Rumble, at Mania, assuming he's going to be there, what does Goldberg do?
Do you know, that is a good question, to be fair. If it were me, I'd have him either face another part-time, because he can't. His matches are just jackhammer spear.
Yeah.
That's all he does. I don't want to see him in a match anymore if he's going to be like that.
He's contracted to 2 matches per year, so he's only got 1 left.
Yeah.
So if he catches that in at Mania, as his match at Mania, wins a championship, he's going to hold it till next year, and nobody wants that. Yeah. So again, like a part-time would be good. Or do you remember at SummerSlam when he beat Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
Something like that. Give me like a Dolph Ziggler getting killed by Goldberg.
I'd take Goldberg versus The Miz and Morrison or something like that. Something not too profile, mid-cardy sort of.
Miz and Morrison can afford to lose to Goldberg. Yeah. It's sort of like, or Sami Zayn or something, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they go with. Do you know what? This is my bold prediction for this show. We don't do it here, but this is my bold prediction.
Oh, Jesus.
At WrestleMania, we are going to get, and now I'm backtracking because I've just thought of what they're actually going to do. We're going to get Goldberg, Mustafa Ali. Because Ali's been on Raw Talk saying about all these legends paving the way and he's not getting to walk on it. And then he put something on Twitter about Edge winning the Rumble because obviously they're like an old guy or whatever. Yeah, give me Retribution versus Goldberg and have Goldberg kill them all.
I'd actually want him to beat Retribution, to be fair. I do not like Retribution.
I like him. I'm a big fan. That's getting off topic. Elimination Chamber, next pay-per-view, 4 weeks' time. Looking forward to it.
It should be all right, shouldn't it? I mean, I can't. It's one of them. Like when it's Mania season, all I really care about is the Rumble and Mania. Like everything else in between, I'm like, come on, get it over with. I'm
a big fan of the Elimination Chamber, but it's Fastlane. I think I'm going to struggle to get through. In 9 days, on the 9th of February, we have got our /your Let's Talk Wrestling. The week after, the 16th, we have got an Elimination Chamber quiz. Ryan versus Ryan. You obviously won the Royal Rumble one. What's your Elimination Chamber knowledge like?
It's meh.
And
it's meh.
Because I lost the Royal Rumble predictions, I have to do a forfeit.
I cannot wait for that.
Which this time is a future podcast. I have to cosplay as a wrestler from the men's Royal Rumble. I'm thinking Hurricane.
Have you decided?
No. Not decided. Hurricane. I wanted to do Elias, but I haven't got the facial hair. Yeah. And there's a lot.
Fake beard off Amazon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm also thinking Jeff Hardy with face paint.
My
partner to do it. Obviously Rey Mysterio, stick a mask on.
That's a cop out on that.
Yeah, exactly. Him and Hurricane. It's just sort of like stick a mask on.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah.
At the moment it's between Jeff Hardy, Elias, and The Miz. They're my three.
Mate, do Miz. That'd be so funny.
Miz, I think, could be quite easy. Like I want to get one of them long suit things he's got, the glittery ones. If not, just put a suit on and some shades. Like,
Slick your hair up a bit.
Got money in the bank,
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for joining me for the Royal Rumble review. I'm gonna
No problem.
get this uploaded very soon. Thanks everybody for listening or watching. We'll see you on Saturday for our Bold Prediction Wrestling podcast. See you later.
Goodbye.